people have been dealing with their environment, interacting with the environment and doing a whole lot of things. And in this interaction, they use different things, and they involve different things, and they get different things. So each of these processes and interaction of human being daily is actually a process that involves chemistry. So the question now is, what is chemistry as a subject? Chemistry can be defined as a branch of science that deals with the study of matter, its structure, its composition, properties, and the changes that matter undergoes. So if you're trying to study the concept of chemistry, this is all what it involves. So basically, we say chemistry 1 is a branch of science. It deals with the study of matter. Now, in the study of matter, it deals with the structure, the composition, the properties of matter, the uses of matter, and the changes matter undergoes. This is what the concept of chemistry is all about. So in our study of this course, from the very scratch to the end, this is all what chemistry is involved about. So now, chemistry being a science, as you try to study the concept of chemistry as a science, you will need to know certain things. The method in which we study chemistry. They can only be studied as a science and uses what? Scientific methods. Now, what are the scientific methods we employ in the study of chemistry? 1, we have scientific method in the study of chemistry. One, we have observation. In the study of science, we make use of our sense organs. As we interact with the environment, we make use of our sense organs. These sense organs helps us to know what is around us. And we're able to dictate from this sense organ what it feels like, what it tastes like, what it looks like, and we make inferences out of them. So from observation, we make guesses, or we'll be able to make an explanation. A useful guess or an explanation of what we observe is what we term hypothesis, and it's another method of studying science. And chemistry, remember, is one of the branches of science. Now, after making a useful explanation or a useful guess, which is hypothesis, we'll subject this guess to a test. And this test is what we call experiment. Experiment. Now, an experiment is naturally a sequence of steps that you take to get an expected result. So if you follow this sequence of steps and you get a positive result, you subject it, you subject it to further experiment. But if you get negative result, you modify your hypothesis and then you subject it back to further what? Experiment. Now, from the result of your further experiment, you'll be able to make a theory out of it. So, the scientific method we apply, 1 we say is observation, 2 hypothesis, 3 experiment, Further experiment theory. Now, when a theory is subjected to different tests and it tends to agree without exception, it now becomes a law or principle. So these are the scientific methods we employ in the study of chemistry. Now, in the study of chemistry, if you have known this method, now we have dealt with the concept of science. That's why we came to scientific method now. What is next? Why study chemistry? If you study chemistry, what's going to be the importance to you? There are many in nature. I'll be touching just a few. One, importance of studying chemistry is like I'm doing. Chemistry is very relevant in teaching service. In your schools, colleges, tertiary institutions, universities, what have you. You can become a teacher of chemistry if you study chemistry. And it's one importance of chemistry. Two, housing. Now, in modern buildings, there is the need for the use of materials such as cement, zinc, rods, which has shifted us from the olden ways of using mud and thatch houses. All these involve the process of chemical changes. When you get your limestone and convert it to cement, you get your iron and convert it to rods, and then you have alloys and the rest. You get your extract your zinc and the aluminiums, where we use all of them in building. And so the advances in chemistry and technology have made housing development easy. So if you study chemistry and you know your chemistry very well, you can be of great help in the housing industry. 3, clothing. Now, man-made fiber has really helped us. If we are dependent on the natural sources of fiber, we may not be able to develop all the clothes we need. We may still be in the stone age where we have to wear leaves. But the development of man-made fiber has really helped us in clothing, making fiber available to the point that it has become so cheap for everybody to afford. And all this is also made possible with the involvement of chemistry. Chemistry is also involved highly in food. Very important in food production. Now, the use of fertilizers, pesticides, and preservatives in agriculture has really made food available to us. Now, when you go farming, insecticides and fertilizer helps in the killing of grasses and increasing of yield of crops respectively. While we use preservatives to keep our harvest, like grains and the rest, to keep them for a very long time for use, even when they are out of season. And all these are all products of chemistry. I can go on and on and on and on to tell you the importance of chemistry. Chemistry, once you study chemistry and you know it, it is highly important to man. So as we begin this course, I want you to stay tuned and keen as we'll be taking you through the basics to the very complex of what? Chemistry. Now, what next are we going to be looking at? We're going to be looking at careers in chemistry.